Spanning from 1980 to 1986 marked the seventh generation of the F-Series pickup trucks and were also known as the bullnose trucks. This was an important generation for the trucks as this marks the first complete frame-up redesign since 1964. It should be noted that while mechanically similar to the E-Series vans and in style, they shared no common body panels. Options on this truck are seemingly endless and vary from several trim levels, body styles, drivetrains, and bed lengths. Trucks were available in regular cab Styleside, super cab Styleside, crew cab Styleside, and regular cab Flareside. The latter only available as a regular cab with a 6.5 foot bed. The others could be had in 6 3/4 foot or 8 foot bed configurations, not taking into account the F350 with the dual rear wheel option. In addition, one could take the standard 4.9 liter 6-cylinder or opt for the 5 liter V8, 5.8 liter high output V8, the huge 7.5 liter V8, or on HD trucks, the 6.9 liter V8 diesel engine. Transmissions included 3-speed automatic, 4-speed manual, or 4-speed manual with overdrive. Trim levels included the base, standard, XL, XLT, and XLT Lariat as a top end. The limited availability Explorer trim was a limited edition trim group with several popular options, which changed from year to year. The Eddie Bauer trim wouldn't be introduced until 1985. In today's video, sadly, we aren't taking a look at a loaded F-150 crew cab with a camper or trailering package with XLT Lariat trim and all kinds of goodies. What today's video covers is a true workhorse. A truck that isn't afraid to get dirty. Yes, it's rusty, and yes, it has some scratches and dents and such. The interior is a bit gnarly, but this truck just keeps going. Used mostly on a farm, this once light desert tan F-150 is a standard trim with the regular cab configuration and features an 8-foot Styleside bed. Inside is a chestnut comfort weave knitted vinyl interior with black rubber floor mats and no headliner. As stated before, there are a lot of engine choices that could be had, and this one is built as a rear-wheel drive with the 4.9 liter 300 cubic inch overhead valve inline 6-cylinder engine. This engine is carbureted with a single barrel carb and is of iron block and head construction with cam and block valve train and an 8:1 compression ratio. This engine creates 122 horsepower at 3,400 RPM, 255 pound-feet of torque at 1,600 RPM. With the gross vehicle weight rating of 4,900 pounds, this truck can haul 1,385 pounds of payload and tow approximately 5,000 pounds. As you can see, the underside of this 37-year-old truck is still in quite good shape even today. The Ford Inline 6 can trace its roots back to 1965 when it was built alongside the 246 at the Cleveland engine plant. Known for its low-end torque and unkillable reliability due to its iron construction, timing gears instead of chains, and a 7-main bearing crank, this engine could be found in trucks, tractors, air tugs, snowplows, and even wood chippers. Some UPS trucks still have this engine installed. This engine was phased out after 1996. While dual fuel tanks were optional, we just have a single tank that holds 19 US gallons and consumes a whopping 7.1 gallons per 100 miles driven, with an estimated total driving range of around 266 miles. EPA fuel economy figures are 13 miles per gallon city, 15 miles per gallon highway, and 14 miles per gallon combined. While several transmission offerings were available, the original owner opted for the automatic, which is Ford's tried and true 3-speed Ford C6 select shift automatic with a 3.8 rear axle ratio. Rear suspension is solid live axle with leaf springs and hydraulic shock absorbers.
Alright, looking at the rear, I know this truck isn't in the best of shape, but that's kind of why I like it. It's just an old work truck. It's just an old workhorse. It's not pretending to be pretty, although this truck actually has the potential to be an absolutely amazing looking vehicle. As you can see, the body is actually straight and true all the way down, including the bed. does have this custom pinstriping here. I don't know if that was from the factory or not, probably. Other than that, nothing really to speak of. You have a big tailgate here with the Ford letters stamped out. It is a removable tailgate. Standard Ford tail lamps back here, nothing to speak of. Again, nice steel bumpers.
As we walk along the profile of the truck, it sits on a 133-inch wheelbase with an overall length of 208.3 inches. Steering is hydraulically assisted recirculating ball with 4 turns lock to lock. Wheels are black painted 15-inch steel wheels with the optional sport wheel covers. Tires are P235/75R15 Goodyear Wrangler RTS. Brakes are power assisted front disc and rear drums. Front suspension on this truck is the legendary Ford twin I-beam suspension with coil springs and hydraulic shock absorbers. On 4x4 trucks, this would be the twin traction beam.
Alrighty, looking at the front of this old F-150. First things first, signal light out over there. I know the earlier models actually had the Ford lettering spelled across the hood, but I think by '83 they did away with that and put the Ford oval front and center. You can definitely see Ford in this style though. Sealed beam rectangular headlamps, of course your integrated parking lamps and turn indicators. You've also got side marker lights, that one's out as well. Ford's traditional egg crate grille. This would be seen on almost every F-150 up until the redesign in the late 90s. One thing really great about these old trucks, that is all steel body there, steel hood, steel fenders, steel bumpers. Alright, let's take a look inside. Now I'm going to forewarn you, it's not the best. There is a big rip in the seat, but overall it's a good representation. Oh, and by the way, of course, no smart key access system. We actually have our Ford's 2-key fob set. Round key is for the doors. Square key is for the ignition. It is already unlocked. We're going to go ahead and open it up. Alright, and so what you see is what you get. A very nice and roomy interior, I will give it that. It is very utilitarian. The truck does have some miles on it, and it is an older truck, 84 of course. Got these soft vinyl doors, but they are beyond needing of replaced. Ford did put the detail of faux stitching here. You do have a soft armrest, but it's shot. Door handle here. Manual windows here. You have your door speaker cover here. You've also got these really cool vent windows here that allow fresh air ventilation. And they actually do work really well. I wish this was a feature that a lot of cars still had. Alright, so here is the interior. Yes, it's dirty. It is a work truck. This is below the XL trim. This is just a standard truck, so it does have the black vinyl floor. Give you just a quick look at the door tag here. Alrighty, so down here, high beam switch, emergency brake release, hood release, of course your standard gas and brake pedal, headlamp control. You also have your dimmer switch, your wiper controls here. That is not Ford's switch there. The light argent bezel, and your vents here. This truck does have power steering. It is a thin rim steering wheel. Ford's simple 2-spoke design. It does not tilt, no adjustments. And the seat is pretty, it looks like the old Comfort Weave vinyl, which is pretty much what it is. And for the most part, this seat is actually in really, really good shape, except for this big, huge tear here. But that's to be expected. That's a high wear spot. Being that it is lower than an XL, it just has the black belts. The seat back does fold forward. You do have some storage back here. You've also got your vehicle jack. Alright, so here we are inside. Do a quick startup. The nice thing about this truck is it starts up right away. That annoying seatbelt fasten buzzer. So anyway, here we go. Nice fluid recirculating ball, power assisted steering. It works very, very well. I don't even think the horn works on this truck, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's alright though. Alright, so you got your turn signal lever, automatic transmission lever, your bank of warning lights. On a manual transmission, this will be your upshift indicator, your left turn signal, fasten belts, high beam, brake warning light, right turn indicator, and if it was a 4-wheel drive, that would be your 4x4 indicator light there. As you can see, we have the ultra basic instrument cluster. There are 3 that could be had. This is the ultra basic. So you just have an 85 mile per hour speedometer, a blank, and then of course you got your fuel gauge and your temperature gauge here. In lieu of gauges, you have an oil pressure warning light and a charge indicator. If you got the XL vehicle, these will be replaced with gauges. If you went XLT and Lariat, that would be a tachometer. Alright, we're going to paint over the dash, and yes, it is cracked beyond belief. It needs a new dash pad. Got your center speaker there. If you had higher trim levels here, this would be a digital clock. Be your controls for like your hours and minutes and elapsed timer and your resets here, but these are all blanks. Anything XL and above would have a trim badge, so XL, XLT, or XLT Lariat there. Aftermarket AM FM CD player. This one is interesting. I can't figure this one out. So it shows that it has AC, but this is not the AC control that Ford shows in the sales brochure or any of the owner's manuals. So this one threw me for a loop. It has AC, heat, and defrost. Of course, your cool, and then your fan speed. And the fan does actually work, and it does blow. You got your 4 air vents there, little storage area here. Aftermarket 12-volt power point, because below the XL, you did not have that. Interesting. Alright, looking above, manually dimming mirror, basic sun visors. Don't expect anything more than that. Not even cloth on the headliner, just metal. Do have coat hooks and a small dome light here. But there you go, the interior of a 1984 Ford F-150. Alright, let's take a look at the bed area. This is a 133-inch wheelbase vehicle, so it is the long bed truck. And we do have a drop-down bed liner and tailgate liner. Pretty nice. You got these cable stays. Those remove, and the tailgate also removes without any tools, so that's really good. Yes, it is dirty, but like I said before, it is a work truck. But this bed liner has actually really helped the bed look pretty good. Alrighty, that does conclude our in-depth walk-around review of this 1984 Ford F-150. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews and Instagram at BrensoJ1. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.